Well, John, obviously Saturday ended on a real high, so what was the mood like on the way back, and what's it been like this morning as well?
Yeah, it was really positive, real positive mood on the way back. The similar message to what we said after the game, the elation of getting a last-minute equaliser, at Pride Park with 3,000 away fans there. It was absolutely brilliant. And then the overwhelming emotion by the time things settled down was what we thought it would be. Slightly ruined the missed opportunity in terms of not taking all 3 points, because we thought we deserved it at the time. We look back at everything post-game, just the game itself and statistically as well, and thought we thoroughly deserved to come away with 3 points. So a real mixture, but I think a good place to be in.
Now, you'll have watched the game back, of course. Things have settled down, as you mentioned, so what are your key takeaways?
The key takeaways, I thought that we controlled the game for large parts, and I think if sides go away to the derby and get a result, that might happen. I'm not sure many sides will go away there and control the game like we did. I felt that we were well on top in the second half. I couldn't necessarily see Derby really testing us. Obviously the penalty changed things, but that was really my sort of assessment of the majority of the game, and then really pleased with the reaction after, particularly because we didn't panic. We kept playing, we kept building, we got the ball in wide areas and got the ball in the box 2 or 3 times really well after we conceded, so I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, plenty of positives. On the other hand, what is there perhaps to work on, and what you've been able to do this morning as well?
Yeah, I think there's always loads to work on. The start is something that we need to really focus on. We just gave the ball away a couple of times very sloppily early on. When Derby had that sort of deflected shot that hits the bar, I think it hits Waghorn and hits the bar. That's where it comes from, us giving away possession twice. We give away possession once in Derby's half, win the ball back, fire it into the middle of the park again and give it away, not under a huge amount of pressure, but we give the ball away, and against decent enough sides you're going to be punished. In fact, against any side you do get punished, so you have to make sure that we don't let sides into games. I thought we've started poorly for the last couple of league games. We really need to get ourselves up to scratch really early on, and then apart from that, I think just being a bit more ruthless. We want to keep creating chances and keep putting the ball into the box, and we just have to put the ball in the back of the net and make sure that we give ourselves every chance to win games.
Suspensions are up for both Joes, so what could the squad look like tomorrow?
I mean, the squad will look different having those two back into it. The team will have to see what that looks like as well in terms of first of all freshening things up. We've got those two available again who have been excellent all season and have had a real impact, and now they always have been, but they're fighting for their places with players who have come in and done really well, so it's a different dynamic there now. It's only going to make us stronger, so we're really happy to have both of them back in the fold, and the squad depth I think that we've got now is a real positive.
Now, the fans are exceptional on Saturday. On social media they can't stop watching that video of Colby's goal. I don't know about you, but how much of a boost can they give at Barnsley tomorrow?
Yeah, it's an amazing video. It's one of those, I can't remember who I spoke to after the game, might have been you. We talked about that sort of delayed reaction when the ball hits the back of the net. We're a bit delayed on the bench, only the players know it's gone in, and then you hear the crowd. And it was a real sort of goosebumps moment for the fans to be able to experience that. I'm sure some of them were pretty much like me on the 87th minute, sort of heads in the bin, thinking that all of that effort had gone in for nothing. So it was great to be able to do that. We spoke to a couple of fans on the service station on the way back. They were thrilled. I think for the most part the reaction's been really positive. That's great. So all we want to do is turn that point into 3 points, and imagine what the reaction's going to be then. It's going to be even better.
What are you expecting from a strong Barnsley side tomorrow?
Yeah, exactly that. A strong side, very different to last year. Lost a few of the players. Obviously, the head coach has changed, so they are playing a slightly different style. But a really good side. They've had a good start to the season, and their form at the moment is good. A really good result of the weekend against Burton. So I think we should expect a tough test. We're really looking forward to going to Oakwell and putting in a good performance and putting in a good show. But certainly a side that we have to be wary of.
And just finally, what can you take from the disappointment from last season's game at Oakwell? Obviously, you said a lot's changed, but what can you take from that?
Not a huge amount, because so much has changed with Barnsley and the way they set up and the way they play. Much the same as us. If you compare the two sides that are put out, obviously there are going to be quite a lot of changes. We'll have to see. I think sometimes I have compared last season's performances to this year. Derby was a good one, so I think it might show how far we've come. Hopefully, if we do go and get a result there, then it's a good barometer of where we are. Barnsley last year were a side that ended up in the playoff finals, probably pretty unlucky towards the back end to concede that late goal and not be in the championship. So there's plenty of challenges out there, and but we'll really just be focusing on the game in isolation to start off with, and then we'll have a look at the debrief after.